Hi, I talk about having a hero in a painting. And recently somebody asked me, could I explain what I mean by that? And so I thought I would use some of my recent paintings to explain what I mean by having heroes in your painting and choosing a hero and how I choose heroes. First of all, the hero of the painting is really just another way of kind of getting your head around what the painting is about. So when I look at this painting, what this painting is about is on first, the first impact, sort of the main storyline of this painting is this sort of kind of hourglass shape here, and this big sort of tall, slightly this sort of shape over here. They're both quite tall, but they're both kind of similar, but they're different. This one's got the big circles in it, and this one's got sort of stripes down, lines going down it. So those are the two main things immediately that this painting is about. The other thing this painting is about is the repeated shapes are sort of triangular. There's triangles here, up here, and then there's little triangles in here. There's sort of triangle shapes in here as well. So there's that little subplot going on. The other thing that this painting is about, the other sort of main thing, is the contrast between really sort of bold marks and colour and really subtle areas. So there's that going on as well. And those are sort of the heroes. In terms of colour, what's my hero here? Well, I've got this sort of red and pink going on, and I've also got a sort of turquoise and sort of greeny colour going on. And then the rest of it is really muted, desaturated, dark greys and dark sort of browny colours that are sort of in here. And there's dark greens as well up in here. So, there's a contrast between really bold colour and then very muted colour as well. So those are the sort of things that this painting is about. The question I get asked is, how do I choose my heroes? Well, I don't so much choose them, they kind of just turn up. When I was doing this painting, this shape kind of happened, and I really liked it, and I liked the circle shapes down here in amongst this as well. So that kind of showed up, and because that showed up, this happened over here and that sort of looked really good. What happens is, in the process, is that you get so much on, and then you have to decide what it is that you like, and then you have to push everything else back so that you sort of have to clear the stage so that the heroes can take their place. And that's the process of these paintings, is putting a whole heap on, finding the thing that you like, and then clearing the stage, taking away distractions, and making it really, really clear what the painting is about. In the process of doing that, you want to have, I want to have, when I do this, I want to have the strength of those heroes, but I also want to have little, almost like little cameo appearances, little things that sort of surprise and delight, that don't sort of take away, that don't distract too much from what I've decided as the hero of the painting. And for me, those sorts of things are, there's a little drawing area in here that I've done with a red pencil that I really like there. There's these little shapes in here. There's this little area here that's, I really like that little shape in that dark little square. And there's all sorts of other things. There's a little section here of stripes. There's, these little surprises that just add that sort of richness to the painting. So that's that painting. I'll show you another one, and we'll talk about the heroes in that one as well. Okay, so this is a painting I did at the same time as the one we've just seen. And this, it's much smaller. This one is, I think it's 80 by 60 centimetres. And this one is very different. The things that I sort of wanted to bring about in this one is the sort of main shape of this thing here. This sort of, it's got one sort of main shape in this painting. Then it has a couple of little lined sort of things coming off it. It's really a lot about, this painting is a lot about a limited palette and green. There's sort of a real variety of greens and blues, and these sort of sandy, creamy, ochre, light, beigey sort of colours. So in terms of colour, that's what it's really about. It's got a little bit of purple in it, and it's got some blues and stuff as well, but they're kind of small. It's really about big shapes and then small shapes within it. It's kind of about these patterns here with the fabric, the little ones poking through, and it's about and it's sort of got this area up here which I really liked, which sort of spread across here with the green. So it's about the sort of big shape and these smaller shapes, and this sort of curvy line in here, which isn't as bold in terms of value. It's very much the same value as this here, but it's very different from everything else that's in the painting. So we have this line, which is a bit of a hero. It's kind of echoed through here, and it's sort of echoed in here. But and then the rest of it is really about texture and colour and small shapes, big shapes, curves, straight lines. So in terms of colour, the hero is very much the green and this blue, I think. It's quite a limited palette, although there are little bits of other things in it as well. There's kind of a browny colour in there, a little bit of yellow. But yeah, it's got some surprises when you come in close. So the little cameo parts for me, I like this little square here, and it makes this big shape. It's got a little thing. I really like this area here. So it's got a sort of a feeling of, topographical flying over land type thing, but it also has to me a feeling of sort of like a table and a shadow underneath it. Once again, how did I choose the heroes? Well, they kind of just arrived. I really liked the greens working together, so I decided to carry on with that green theme. I like the blue working in here. I had this, I had collage fabric in here that has got blue and greens, and it just kind of built. And then I had this line here. I had that first, and then I decided to do something like that, to put that one in, and then I put this one in down here to sort of link that with the bottom. The heroes in this painting aren't as loud as the heroes in the other paintings, but when I talk about heroes, it's really getting clear about what it is that I'm trying to do in this painting. And once you are clear about that, then what to do next and how to make it clear for others becomes quite easy. You sort of start to see where the distractions are, and you know that if this is about green and it's about this limited palette, you just know that you're not going to come in and put a big splash of orange or pink or something like that in, because it's not about that. So getting clear on what your painting is about is a really important step that happens a little bit further into the process of the painting, because you have to have a whole bunch of stuff on here. You almost have to have the whole cast on the stage to then decide who the heroes are going to be, if you can use that analogy. But yeah, well, I hope that's been helpful.